Hello and thanks for watching. This is Aaron with AWDevelopment. Today I wanted to take a few minutes to show you an awesome project that I have been contributing to for years at this point. This is my rendition of a task manager with some other cool features built in to help keep me on track, organized, focused, and most importantly, motivated to do all of the things that I want to, need to, or otherwise have to do on a daily basis. So let's take a few minutes to talk about the ideas, which is the first sort of high level what are we going to do with our life aspect of this task manager. This is where we decide some things that are important to us, some things that we want to contribute to on a daily basis for the most part, and some things that will help us get somewhere in life, so to speak. So things like coding, things like education, your career, some family members that are important or might need a little extra support, finances, wellness, you get the gist. So let's take travel as sort of a test subject here, and we'll talk about how we can convert this idea of, hey, I want to travel, into some really granular tasks that help us get there. So first things first, we have this idea, but it doesn't have any sort of, when are we going to do this? So let's set a goal. We'll say we're going to go to Hawaii this year. So we'll set a goal to say by the end of the year, we are going to go to Hawaii. So great. Now we have, some sort of okay, we're going to do it by this date, but there's a lot more to it than that. So let's break this down into individual tasks that will help us complete that goal. So we'll say, all right, we need to plan the different dates that we're going to be going to Hawaii. And then we need to plan the airfare to get there and back. And then we need to plan the hotel, and we need to plan all the events that we're going to do while we're there, blah, 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 blah. So once we sort of have all of these different tasks figured out in terms of what we need to do, we can add them as tasks on the calendar here. So we have a monthly and a daily calendar. I'll show you the monthly calendar first so that you can sort of get an idea of what it looks like from a higher level. These are the different tasks as indicated by emojis for the different days of the month. Right now I have it sort of set up to auto-assign daily tasks based on those different ideas so that I'm contributing to each of those ideas at least one thing daily. I'm not going to get into too many of the details of how that all works, but just know that these are auto-generated daily, and there is some control to change things in the goals section with that. So I did this intentionally because I don't want a calendar full of clutter. I don't want to look ahead and say, oh my gosh, I have all these different things to do. So like I have a couple of plans tomorrow that I know I need to be aware of, and that's great for me. If I have some other stuff coming up in a few weeks, like I'm going to be out of town or visiting a friend or whatever it may be, I can add that sort of stuff, and all of these other different things that I have that I know I need to do are sort of baked into my day already, so they're not going to show up. I love that aspect of it. Really helps me stay on track, organized, and focused, because I can get lost sometimes, especially when I look at all these different tasks that I do. So this is where the daily calendar comes in, because this gets much more granular and sort of shows you all the different things that you need to do today. So let's check that out here. You can see these are broken down into different levels, and that's where the reward system comes in a minute. But we have these different levels, so let's talk about each of the different levels and what they mean, correlate to all that fun stuff. So these tie to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and level 1 is going to be the most basic needs that there are, which are like sleep, food, and your basic health. So we've got like feeding my dog, feeding myself, my hydration, and other stuff like that. So then moving to level 2, these are where we get to some of the safety needs, which are some stability, security, and protection. So this is like cleaning up around the house, checking in with my people, taking my dog around the block to get her walk in and my walk in. Other stuff like that. And then we've got level 3, which is more of the love and belonging type needs, which is where you build relationships and community. So this is where I'm going to be doing some coding projects, some gaming research, checking in with my social folks, learning new things, tracking my money, and going to Hawaii here. So this is really a high-level overview of the level system and how that all works. I'll talk about how it integrates into the rewards very shortly. Just know that this should go to level 5, and it will eventually. And if you are more curious about that whole side of things, you can check out Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So moving to the reward system, this is where it all ties together to help keep me motivated and on track with all this stuff that I have to do. So we have these different rewards. So we have task rewards and we have level rewards. So task rewards are going to tie to an individual task. So like with my what do we got here? Hydration. I have, like, if I meet my hydration goal, then at the end of the day, I get like a special drink of some kind, like a sparkling water or something. And then if we do like complete all of our meal logging, then we'll get like a dessert. So that would be a task level reward. And then if we go to the level rewards, that would be like we complete all of these level 1 rewards, then we get a level reward. So hope that sort of breaks that down and helps you understand that. But once we complete all the tasks for the day in terms of the level rewards and then the task rewards, you'll see these populate. I'm going to run through and do that quickly here. So you can see I've got this check mark here, which will quick complete the tasks. So I'll just hammer through these real fast. And once I do all of these, where is it? Last one's right there. And we can see now we'll go back to the rewards section and we can redeem our 1 dessert item, our sparkling water, and we have a level 1 reward available, which right now the only thing is available is an hour of gameplay. And this ties to my gaming section. It picks basically one of my games at random that I have in here. I've got a ton of games that I love to play. So it just picks from one of these and then auto assigns an hour of gameplay. So that's the reward system in a nutshell, at least how it ties into, correlates to the task manager. You can see that we have these different redeemable rewards for today for the level 1 stuff that we just ran through. We also have some level 2 and level 3 stuff that is not available yet because we haven't completed those related tasks. But if we go down here, we can see some other redeemed rewards that we have from other days. So these are redeemed, but they're not completed yet. So something to understand here is that we have earned rewards for the day. We have to basically redeem those the same day that they are earned right now. And then we have to cash these into completed rewards at our leisure. So this basically keeps me honest in terms of coming back and completing the tasks and earning the rewards on time every day. So I can't go back and fudge tomorrow and say, oh, I did that, but I forgot to check it off. Nope, I'm doing the task manager every day so that I can get my rewards. And then I can redeem them on that same day and then use them at my leisure as completed rewards. So I'll come in here to each one of these and click into it and then do the actual thing when I'm ready to play the game. So that way I can stack rewards and have like, 3 or 4 hours of uninterrupted gameplay at a time where I don't feel bad about it, so to speak, because I've earned it. So yeah, this is a fun way to basically turn all of this stuff that I do every single day anyways, or mostly do every single day anyways, and turn it into, hey, I'm going to do it every single day without exception so that I can earn my reward and play my game or do whatever it is that I need to do to release, so to speak. So let's circle back to the dashboard and talk for a minute about these idea cards again and why they're different colors. So we can see we've got a legend up here that shows if the task was completed today, it's going to be green, yellow for 1 to 2, red for 3 to 6, 7+ is black, and then inactive will be sort of the same gray color, a little bit darker than the background. So this is a really easy way for me to check in on my stuff and say, hey, how am I doing with all of the things that I want to be doing? So if the cards are red, black, or gray, I should probably look into them. If they're green or yellow, probably not worth checking into too much because I'm pretty well on top of it for the most part. So yeah, hope this has been a fun and exciting video for you. I hope you enjoyed the content as always, and feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.